Atomic Heart has been out for a few months now, and by now you probably have already beaten the game. So what if I told you that a new game is already about to come out? Atomic Heart 2 is confirmed, but it won't be out until 2027. The first game took Mundfish over 5 years to make. They still have to work on the DLC, which is going to keep the team busy for another year. But they still said that they're starting to work on the new game. But it's going to be a while before they actually get as far as to announce it, or give us a release date, or even drop a trailer. Because half the studio's team has to continue to work on the first game, because if you haven't played, there's a lot of issues, a lot of stuff to patch, especially bugs. So right now they have a lot on their plate with the first game, but they still confirm that the second game is coming out. And my guess is 2026 to 2027 is the earliest Atomic Heart 2 will be released. Usually the first game for any studio takes forever, and then the second's process is far quicker. So that time it took for the first game is going to be split in half. And I feel like 2026 or 2027 is the most possible year for Atomic Heart 2 to release. And I'm not the only one. I've been looking at all the speculations and predictions online in the community, and everyone is coming out with the exact same year that Atomic Heart 2 is going to be released. And also, if you beat the game, obviously I'm not going to say any spoilers, but in the ending there was a major cliffhanger that essentially confirmed a new game is coming out 100%. I enjoyed this game a lot despite all the controversy and negativity over the last few months leading up until the release date, and even now with the community. I know Mundfish would do far better with the second game when it drops in 3 years. Maybe actually add an FOV slider on day one and fix other issues with the gameplay. That would make the game far more enjoyable, but as I always say, first impressions are everything. So I don't think many people would pick up the second game unless there's something that would really drive them, like the Ballerina twins. That was the biggest selling point for everyone. Maybe if they bring them back or something, they'll get the meme going again and everyone hooked. Just my guess, but from what I've seen after the hype died out early March, people who spend over 40 hours on the game like me just aren't happy with the game that they put so much time into. Hopefully they took in enough feedback and incorporate that into the second game, because come on guys, this is their first game and it was actually pretty good. For their first game it was really impressive, so I know damn well the second game is gonna slap. It's not gonna disappoint at all. It'll be so good, it'll probably make everyone want to play the first game and regret not wanting to try it out on day one. Usually happens when a second title of a franchise releases, and I bet that's what's gonna happen with Atomic Heart. But to further satisfy players' hunger for a new Atomic Heart, especially with that cliffhanger, I don't know why they always do this to us. Mundfish recently had a meeting with a game journalist, and they asked the devs a few questions, with obviously one of them being, will Atomic Heart 2 be coming out? And the head developer for the studio responded by saying that it's too early to talk about a sequel, which makes sense considering the game just came out 2 months ago. But he did say the second entry into the series is already planned for development. And we should be getting more news on that after DLC for the first game comes out soon. Like I said though, the first game came out on the 21st of February, and despite them still having to work on the DLC, which will be coming out later this year, they did say development will be quicker now since they got the whole process down. That was their first game, second game will be easier to make, so I still stand by the idea that Atomic Heart 2 will be coming out in 3 years, or at least get announced in 2026 and released in 2027. Can't wait for the future of Mundfish games, man. So far they've made some good work, and the next project is gonna be so insane. Just wanted to speak on this, found it interesting that a second game is actually coming out and sooner than we think. We all just know the DLC is gonna be crazy this year though. Like they said, it's gonna have the 6-hour scene.
So actually this meme is something which appears accidentally in internet, but we are still considering to create it or let it be the same.
Maybe in the deluxe edition, there'll be a 6-hour, 12-hour cutscene.
Maybe 12 hours.
12 hour, yes.
Or maybe as a DLC or something.
And we all know how well the community is going to react to that. No, I'm just joking the joke. But yeah, if you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, subscribe for more, and yeah, I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace out. Stay blue.